Last night, a dear friend of mine went home to be with the Lord. The passing of friends, family, and loved ones is, to some degree, an inevitability. It's going to happen at some point or another. And in the life of a believer, when these things take place, a lot of questions can run through your mind. And there's a couple of verses that I go back to when these times come, when they happen. And I want to walk through it. Before we do, I just want to say this. If you've had a loved one pass away or have gone through a very difficult circumstance where someone who you care about has gone on to be with the Lord, it's okay for it to hurt. What I mean by that is this, is that there will be people who will say, well, if you're upset, that means that you're not happy for them to be home with God, or you don't trust God's plan, or whatever. None of that's true. You can believe that they're home with the Lord and be happy about that, while at the same time being sad that something is going away. In the same way that if you purchase a new house, you can be excited about your new house while equally holding some hurt in your heart that your old house is no longer your home. You don't live there anymore. You live in a new home. You're excited about the new home. You love that, while at the same time the old house still has this nostalgia and there's memories and different things there, and that no longer being your home is difficult. And both of those things can be true, and they're not mutually exclusive. What I will say is this, is that it is important in these times for you to look to God's word for strength. Because when these moments come, human words are going to fall short. I've sat with many a person inside of funeral homes and at funerals and different things, and I've preached funerals, and there are many times where when people are going through these circumstances, there just aren't enough words or aren't good enough words to make up for the pain or the void that they're experiencing at that time. But God's word does hold true, even in the hardest of times in our lives. 1 Thessalonians 4:13 is the verse I want to go to. It says, "We do not want you to be uninformed, brothers and sisters, concerning those who are asleep, so that you will not grieve like the rest who have no hope." It's possible and truthful that while we hurt and while we mourn, God still has a plan. And that person, whoever they are, was called home as a part of God's plan. Heaven was not shocked when that person entered their midst. Heaven instead rejoiced, and we have the opportunity to rejoice as well. We're not perfect, and neither were they, but because of Jesus Christ and his death on the cross, they have the opportunity to be in the presence of the Lord for all of eternity, and we have the opportunity through Christ to see them again. That death for us as believers is not the end, but instead it is just the beginning, and we have the opportunity to have that time with them. So while today my heart hurts and I grip my Bible a little tighter today, I can also have hope that even while I mourn and even while I'm hurting, I can know that I'm going to see that person again one day when we get to heaven with them. So I pray this encourages you. I pray that today you walk out of this with some help for troubled times when things are really difficult. So go to God as well. He's a big boy. He can handle your questions. He's not afraid of them. Many times in modern Christianity, we've made God out to be so fragile that you can't even confront him with difficult things. But here's what I will tell you. The God of the universe, who spoke the world into existence in 6 days and did all those things, that God is not scared of you asking some questions. That God is not scared of you disagreeing with his plan. That doesn't make it any less his plan just because you disagree with it. It's still his plan. It's still going to come to fruition, and this is still the right call. It's still the right move. It's still the right thing, even though I may not understand it in the moment. But this is what God wanted, and he called them home. And so now we get to celebrate that. But like the verse says, it doesn't say you won't mourn. It says you don't mourn as those who have no hope. We're still going to hurt, but even in the middle of our hurt, we have hope of a future where we get the chance to see them once again. So I'm praying for you, and I hope for the best. I'll see you in the next one.